Okay, back to going big time with Mike P. That's me. Steve is behind this camera, not this one, a little tall for him. Okay, so today we're going over some jazz coordination, okay? This is very intro stuff, but it can be very challenging at first. So we're gonna break it down 2 parts, okay? We're gonna start with some of the more basic stuff, and then we're gonna see what else we can do with some more combinations. So, first part, okay? We're gonna go right into this. First thing we're gonna do, list. Here we go. We're gonna go over downbeats. That's all the numbers. We're gonna do the middle triplet, and then we're gonna do the final triplet. What do I mean by that? Well, we're gonna work on our comping with not just our right foot, but our left hand as well, okay? But first things first, to anyone who's new to like studying jazz or beginning to look at it, what is it? It's many things. This is the traditional stuff, okay? So this is like ground zero. We're building block like from the get-go, original like jazz feel stuff. So what is that? Basically, the ostinato we're working with is our left foot pedal is always on 2 and 4, and then our right hand is gonna play all the numbers, and then we're gonna also play the and of 2 and the and of 4, okay? So that's gonna sound like this. Right? So yeah, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, right? That's our right hand pattern, and we're gonna try and keep that consistent the whole time, no matter what we do in our left hand, what we do in our right foot. Same with the left foot, right? That's gonna be on every 2 and 4, no matter what. That stuff all can change down the road, right? But we're just trying to get our building blocks here. So that's what we're sticking with, okay? So let's get right into it. We're gonna do the downbeats first. We're gonna do that with our left hand, okay? Maybe we'll do 4 bars of that, and then we'll go to the bass drum and do the exact same thing. Okay, so let's dig in. Here we go. So I'm gonna do a bar just to get ready. There it is. So bass drum, that's also like called feathering the bass drum, where you just play the downbeats, you play every quarter note. You know, some people do that. I heard that's like kind of a big band thing. I don't know. I haven't really done a whole lot of big band stuff. So so that's something to get good at though, right? Because it's a good foundation. Next thing, middle triplet. This one's a little trickier, okay? Because it is a strange place to put a note, because there's no real anchor point. So you just got to really feel it. I recommend counting diligently, like doing the 1 ta ta 2 ta ta 3 ta ta 4 ta ta 1 ta ta 2 ta ta 3 ta ta 4 ta ta 1, right? Because so you can really feel that second ta or the first ta. So the note right after the downbeat, right? Let's try that. Real slow. We're gonna go slow, okay? Keep it nice and chill. So here we go. Again, bar of time, and we'll start. Okay, so that was the middle triplets, right? They're a little weirder sounding and feeling. They definitely work better when we start doing combinations with them, and we'll get into that. So that's in part 2. We're in part 1. So what's left? We have the upbeat, right? We have the and of every beat. And that's obviously the swung and, right? So it's the final triplet of the 3 triplets. So yeah, so 1 to ta, 2 to ta, 3 to ta, 4 to ta, okay? Left hand first. Bar 2 of time. Here we go. There we go. So that's all the ands, right? So those are the kind of the essential beats we want to get really good at, okay? Because once we start doing the combinations of those things, we don't want some to feel weaker than others. We want all of them to feel nice and tight. And so, yeah, try to deal with that. But let's try and go through them sequentially, okay? So we'll start with the downbeats, go to the middle triplet, go to the last triplet, back to the beginning, okay? This is a nice little exercise. Start with the left hand only first. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that. So that's with the left hand, right? Can do the exact same thing with the right foot. Currently, since it's, you know, slower tempo, softer feel, I'm playing with my heel down on the bass drum. That can kind of change once I get to more like double stuff, because that's what I'm more comfortable doing. But you know, whatever works for you. If you're down to do just heel down for softer notes and you have the dexterity to get doubles and stuff, go for that, do that. But just know that's what I'm doing for now. Okay, but let's try and do the sequence now with the bass drum. So numbers, then the middle triplet, and then the last triplet. Try and do that a few times. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Section 2, we're going to do some experimenting, okay? We're going to work through all of the doubles, maybe some dotted quarter action, and then interlaced dotted quarter action, okay? I'll explain what that means. Maybe not directly, but, you know, I'll forget as we keep going. But Steve, if you can try to remind me. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. So what we're going to try to do now is do doubles of each one of these. So left hand is going to now play like the downbeat, the numbers, and the middle triplet. And then we'll go from there, okay? So this one can be kind of tricky, right? This is why this is segment number 2, because it's a little more advanced. So here we go. So the downbeat and the middle triplet, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this with a metronome. Those are weird feelings sometimes, so have that have that accountability, okay? Do it with a metronome. Okay, so that's the first one, right? The number and the middle triplet. Now let's do just the two tas, okay? So numbers out, doing just 1 ta-ta, 2 ta-ta, 3 ta-ta, 4 ta-ta, okay? So let's do that. I kind of went over this actually in a different video. Steve, do this. Right hand lead. We did the right hand lead, okay? I go over that in this, but that's more of a combination of things. But still relevant, right? You get good at this one, you can go back to that, ace it, okay? So, just the tas. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay, we're gonna try that same thing now with the bass drum. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wanted to hit that downbeat. Can be tough doing 3 in a row at upper tempos, but that's the idea, right? Okay, so now what's left? We kind of have the shuffle left over, right? So that's the downbeat and the and. Let's try this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not bad. That one's, you know, just kind of lines up, works out. So now, bass drum, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool, okay? So we want to get good with all of those, and then we'll be fluent in that stuff, right? So the next part that's kind of like adding to this stuff is utilizing the singles, but playing them as dotted quarters. And what do I mean by that? This is the interlace thing. Thanks, Steve. Or yeah, interweaving dotted quarters. Because what we want to try to do is play basically the number, then the next and, so skipping the middle triplet to the and then on beat 2, we do the middle triplet. So beat 1, the and of 1, middle triplet of 2. And then we're going to repeat that for beats 3 and 4 also. So middle triplet of 4, downbeat of 3, and of 3. Maybe I'll have a graphic. Steve, you got to work on that. Okay, so let's try that. This one's cool. So we'll do it downbeat first. We're going to start on the 1, okay? Because we can also start on the middle triplet. But let's try this. Now we're going to start from the middle triplet, okay? So here we go with that. So 1. There it is. Okay, now we're getting into the interweaving action, okay? So we can have our left hand start on the downbeat and the right foot start on the middle triplet, or vice versa, right? So let's try a little bit of that. That one's funky. You can almost like superimpose a punk beat, right, over the jazz. Think about that. Okay, let's try the opposite. So now the bass drum's gonna start, hand's gonna be on the middle triplet on beat 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is, right? So those are some, you know, different kind of coordination concepts you can get into. And before anybody says, oh, it's in the John Riley book, it's like, yeah, get the John Riley book. I'm just demonstrating some stuff that worked for me, but there's like so many resources out there with all kinds of like cool, like coordination type stuff like this. But I do recommend the John Riley book, the Modern Bop Drumming or whatever. I have that book. It's awesome. I haven't looked at it in a while, but these are some, you know, exercises that I've come up with on my own, but you know, I've also seen them other places, obviously. So, you know, explore that stuff. Okay, so one last thing. This is bonus. I haven't done this in a while, but kind of similar to that, combination of the doubles. So if we just go, you know, that sounds like duple meter. We're like 1 E and 2 E and, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But if we overlay that on this jazz feel, right, it's going to feel very different. It's going to be kind of over the beat and everything because we're doing groups of twos over a triplet-based vibe, right? So let's try this. Let's see what happens. I'll start with the snare drum. We're going to go 1 ta ta, 2 ta ta, 3 ta ta, 4 ta ta, 1 ta ta, 2 ta ta, 3 ta ta, 4 ta ta. It's weird. Okay, let's try it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tricky, but very cool. Go super slow with these, right? You wanna really get comfortable with each one of these. I personally probably need to review some of these better, you know, but that's drumming. You know, we come back to stuff that we haven't done in a while, try to strengthen it, because yeah, it's an endless fun. All right, so those are all the things, right? Both segments, both sections or whatever. You know, we start simple, you get really confident in those things, move on to section 2 that we just did once you're really locked in with that stuff, and then lock that stuff in, right? This is stuff I'm still working on, right? You may have heard some of that. But it's a concept that I like to share, and I like to do it myself when I have the time. And so, yeah, get into it. It's only going to help you. Even if you're not into jazz, like this concept will ripple out into other aspects of your playing, because coordination is something we all want to get better at and all need to get better at. And so even working on these things that we think we'll never use sometimes still will benefit us in ways that we don't even see coming. Okay, so work on that stuff. It's good stuff. Okay.